Hello guys, welcome to the new video, new episode review on The Walking Dead episode 5. Man, I literally, season 9 episode 5, I literally just watched it just recently. Man, a lot of stuff happened, man. So basically, the whole episode we're there with Rick, and he's just dying for the whole episode. He's just on the horse, he's getting all these visions from everybody. I'm surprised we don't see Carl. We see Herschel, we see that other black girl, we see a lot of stuff, but then basically we just don't see Carl. I'm kind of missing Carl at this point, because he's kind of the person that we want. He's just touching our heart over there, and he's such a good lad, Carl. We miss him. So for those of you guys who've not watched the past episodes, basically, so then Rick got thrown off his horse, and like he's basically dying, and he needs to fix that. But then there's a lot of these walkers that are just coming, right about to destroy the whole camp, and his job there is just to make sure that they don't reach the end. So the whole episode, we're kind of cutting back between what Michonne's doing, what Maggie's doing, what Rick's doing, and what the whole camp is doing, and how that's just affecting everything. What else do we see? We also see Shane. I really like Shane, and that scene between Shane and Rick, that really just showed how both of them, they're just chill, because Shane just talked about like how Rick killed him before, and they kind of just reconciled over that. And understanding how like Rick had to do what he had to do, and they just really just bonded as brothers, because they're not biological brothers obviously, but they're just like kind of like soul brothers, like really good friends. And I just really like that scene. Just gave us some good closure on what those guys have been up to. Basically, it just warmed my heart seeing that. But obviously, like, you know, like one thing I really like about all of the different scenes that we're seeing from everyone is that how everyone's really encouraging Rick not to die, just to wake up, keep going, and all that type of stuff. And then as soon, the first thing I saw, like I knew when that was fake, when like the Michonne crew came along and tried to save Rick, was that this boy is bleeding, man. His stomach is hurting and everything. He's got a hole in his stomach, and they don't give him medical attention. And Rick's just like, nah, man, I'm dreaming, man. Because obviously they would have given him some medical attention, but they didn't give him anything. So he woke up, and then Michonne kisses him and says, "Wake up," and then he wakes up, and I'm like, yeah, of course, he called it. Even me, I was like, oh, okay, it was actually a dream. So which is weird. And Rick, what we really see in this episode is how Rick really wants to belong. He wants his vision of like helping people to like really be there, so that they can really survive as a group of people, as humanity. He wants humanity to survive, and that type of stuff. I really see that here, how like he's almost thinking of giving up, and every time like the people just encourage him, like, nah, man, you can't give up, man. You got so much more to live for. Like, you got so much more to keep on. You got to keep on going, man. Come on. And that's what everyone was telling him. So even when he wanted to die with Herschel, like, because Herschel's already dead, like he was like, nah, man, you got to keep on going. And I forgive me, man, I keep forgetting that other black girl's name, like that died in the coffin with Negan the last season. She was like kind of telling him it's alright that people died and all that type of stuff, and like Rick's like, he's deep down, he knows he's not okay with it. He knows that he has a vision, he needs to keep on going. He needs to understand and like live this stuff out, basically. And that's what Rick's been trying to do. Okay, but the one thing that really struck a chord with me is that for the whole episode, that horse, I'm like, this horse is one of the most unreliable, useless things ever, because it takes, okay, it's good, it helps him out, but the horse is the whole reason why, like, the horse is the reason why, like, we're in the situation now with, like, Rick basically being about to die, and I'm like, nah, man, holy flip, holy actual heck. I wasn't happy about that at all. I'm just like, this horse, man, so useless. Like the epitome of uselessness is this horse right now. I wasn't happy at all. It was so useless. Like, and just to add a wound to injury, basically. Like, when Rick needs a horse the most, is at the camp. Rick needs a horse. Literally, the horse just runs away and abandons him. Like, yeah, just like some of those friends that we all have. You know, when you need them the most, they just go. You know, that's good. But whatever, we didn't need the horse. Rick is Rick. He got this. But I'm not going to spoil the ending too soon. Okay, I actually want to take a quick detour to talking about Negan and Maggie and like basically what she did, because this thing just shows the mental breakdown of like a man. That's what this episode really showed about Negan, because Maggie's there, she really beats the heck right out of one of the walkers as she's heading there. She's just like, I'm gonna kill Negan today. Today is the day Negan's gonna die. Like, there's no other day. Today is the day. So she's heading on her way, and like she meets Michonne, and Michonne's like, nah man, they can't do this, man. Like, we're trying to keep this boy alive. Like, he's gone through a lot. Like, we've gone through a lot to keep him alive, you know? Like, I know he killed Glenn, I know he killed a lot of people, but like, we want to keep him alive. And then Michonne's and then what was her name again? Like, it wasn't Mary, like, the widow. Oh my god, I actually forgot her name. I just completely forgot her name. Maggie, there it is, Maggie. So she's just like, okay, if it was Rick that Negan like cut into pieces, you know the boy Negan there, he would be dead. And Michonne couldn't argue. She knew it was true. She knew that Negan would be a dead boy. But she didn't say anything. She was just like, she just started crying, started tearing up, and then she just gave the keys eventually, allowing Maggie to go in there, do her thing, and then just kill Negan if she wanted to. So I'm thinking, man, is Negan gonna die? What's gonna happen? Is he gonna like beat up? Like, is he gonna beat her up? Is he gonna escape? What's gonna happen? Yeah, and we're gonna get back to Negan's story again, like later on, because I really like how it progresses. And once you see the preview at the end of the episode, I want to get back to Anne right now, because Anne, she's a disappointment, and I'm quite happy she's there, and she's also disappointing me at the same time. Like, she's so unreliable. Like, the guys that she's like giving the A and the B or whatever, we don't even know like what the A and the B stands for. Right now, we just know that she's betraying everybody. Okay, they literally ask her like, are you playing a trick on her? And she says no, as she puts the gun in her pocket, and like, yeah, right, there's no trick. And then at the end, when they ask her, I thought you said you're not doing a trick. And she goes, yeah, not anymore. I'm like, what? Really? So you actually plan to mess with these guys all along? And they explicitly told you, don't mess with us. And you still had a half mind to mess with them, but you kind of get some retribution for making the right decision. You know? You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? So like that's what she does over there. But it's all fine. Okay, so what else are we gonna? So then there's who are we hanging out with? Basically, there's Rick, there's Anne's story, there's Negan's story, there's like stuff with Maggie, and then there's what is Michonne doing? Yeah, Michonne just chilling there with Judith, you know, like all that type of stuff. We love Michonne, we love Judith, we love people just doing what they need to do, man. I don't think we see much about Gabriel too much in this episode. Not much about the sanctuary or the kingdom, or much about the saviors. So that's fine. That's all good and that's all fine. Okay, so we start to get towards the end of the whole thing, and I've got a half mind, like, is Rick gonna die? Because I've been hearing some stuff like Andrew Lincoln's gonna leave the franchise. Like, what's happening here, man? Like, is he gonna die? What's happening? I don't want Rick to die. But like, it's like the way they take him out of the franchise, he doesn't die, but they just like helicopter him off, because near the end, that's what happens, near the end, basically. Okay, all the walkers are coming towards him, and he's had like vision after vision telling him to wake up, and he's like, okay man, I really need to wake up. I really need to do something. And then just before like he gets to the bridge, like in last episode, what's it called? My man Daryl tells Rick, man, just destroy the bridge. Like all the walkers are just gonna go into the bridge and just gonna die because they can't cross the bridge because there's no bridge. So if you destroy the bridge, it's smart thinking, right? If there's no bridge, they can't cross the bridge. So, and then Rick's like, no, we spent a lot of time making that bridge in the last couple episodes. We can't just destroy the whole bridge in one episode, man. Do you know how many time, manpower, we had to kill a guy. Okay, that guy the Oceanside killed that guy just for the purpose of all this stuff. So we can't waste all of that resources and everything. Rick had a point, because that bridge was like the interconnectedness of like all of the people. It was the main trade route. You shouldn't just take out the main trade route. But basically, Rick was like on his final straw. Like that horse, how it abandoned him must have been really getting to him. And that stab wound, I quite like how he survived and like gave himself like that, just tied that thing around his stomach when he was in the in that little hut. But the main thing is that just as soon as the walker's about to bite him, like he's on the other side of the bridge, and I think he's starting to feel like, we actually made this bridge really well. It's gonna hold all these guys, and then conveniently there was some dynamite. I'm like, who puts dynamite on a bridge? Like, you're building a bridge. Why are you bringing dynamite? But conveniently there was some dynamite there. Okay, so we know it's dynamite because it's that classic red stick with like put in bundles. It doesn't say dynamite on it. And then Rick pulls out his gun, like, we know, like, the slightest thing is going to set off this dynamite explosion. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, fam? All that type of stuff. The slightest thing is going to set off a dynamite explosion. That's what we've learned from all the good cartoons. All my boys. So that's what we experience here, because everyone, as soon as that dynamite drops, we know that it's going to explode. It's going to explode. That thing is going to explode. There's no other way to this thing. It's going to explode. So then that's what happens. So then Rick pulls out his gun, he shoots that thing, and it's gone. Like, it's a huge, biggest ever explosion. Now I'm thinking, is Rick dead? Is Rick dead? Like, Daryl starts crying, Michonne starts shouting, everyone's like, what? Because like Daryl, do you know how many arrows that Daryl had wasted, like specifically to save my man Rick's life? He almost thought like this guy had infinite arrows again, like just arrow after arrow, but Rick was just too tired. He just couldn't move. He was doing his best, like, stab wound, like dehydrated, loss of blood. So much blood was lost. Everywhere was covered in blood. Man, he was going through a lot. My man Rick was going through a lot. Well, they kept him there. He kept on doing what he could. So then after Daryl, I really feel for Daryl, because he just told Rick, man, I'm willing to die for you. Like, I got some deep shit right there. Yeah, And that's what we saw there. Like the heartfelt, man. I was sad. Michonne was sad. Like Maggie, everyone was sad, man. I wanted that to happen. Okay, so I've not even said exactly what's happened yet. I'm actually going to digress back to Negan, because now we're wondering, like, how exactly did Maggie get here? Okay, it's all going to tie in. Trust me, it's going to tie in at the end. So basically, Maggie goes in. She wants to kill Negan, and then Maggie goes in. She wants to kill Negan and all that type of stuff. And she's thinking, man, I'm going to really enjoy killing this boy. And she basically just asked him to get on his knees and so that she can end his life and come into the light. And Negan's still doing the Negan thing, saying how much he really just enjoyed killing Glenn. He doesn't really like killing people, but he enjoyed killing Glenn. Yeah. Excuse me, just gotta respond to this text over here. Yeah. There we go. So anyway, so then he just says how much he really just enjoyed killing Glenn, and of course that really fired up Maggie, because she's just like, this is my husband, man. Don't disrespect him like that. He's dead. Like, I'm a single mother now. I'm a widow. I don't have all that type of stuff. And he just really described it like I just enjoyed pulling his bat through Glenn's head, just smashing it in and just enjoying killing that boy. Yeah, very, very messed up. And Maggie just gets in there, just chucks him out, and just like, get into the light. And then Negan's basically just begging, like, he wants to die now, like he's just done with life. He wants to be with his wife. And then that's when it just like clicks. Like, that's when we then start to see like the mental mentality that what's his face, that Negan has. Like, he's broken. Like, I mean, I can't confirm, but like, it looks like he's broken. He's gone, man. And that's what like The Walking Dead's really trying to show us. Like, this boy has been in jail for too long. His mental state he's lost that vision, that hope. It's just deteriorated. It's gone. And Maggie sees this, and she says that you're already dead, basically. Like, whatever Negan was, like, he's gone. Like, I came here to kill Negan. Like, Negan's long gone. That idea, that vision that Negan had, that power that he had it's gone, and she can't kill it anymore. So all that's left, I'm thinking, is like just a little husk of a man. So she's all like, "Oh my Moshindo, you're already dead," and just goes back in and locks the boy up. And Negan's just so broken. Like, everything is gone. His bat's gone. His wife's gone. Like, men can have some very fragile mental states. Okay, and this is really shown with Negan. Okay, like, he can be very powerful and very weak at the same time. Now as well was just really shown here, and that's what we see. So at the end of all that, we come across. At the end of all that, Maggie comes out. There's no bloodstain on like the wrench hammer she was using, and obviously Michonne understands. Like, she knows that, like, the reason why she didn't kill Negan, like, Negan's already far gone. Like, his mental state's already far gone. One thing that I did want to point out is that Negan looked very aged. He even had some age spot marks on him as well. I don't even know how long he'd been in that jail. Like, I don't even know if he had sunlight, exercise, or whatever. But the food, there was still some food that was still left there, like in front of his cell, and it kind of looked fresh. Didn't look too moldy. I might not have gotten a good look at it, but like that was fine. So like I said, like promised. So coming back to Anne and like what happened. So basically, like at the end, Rick, of course, like you guys already guessed it, he shoots the dynamite. Okay, but what happens is that like the explosion's so big that everyone thinks that like Rick's dead as well. Okay, and even I'm thinking Rick's dead as well because everyone's crying out like, "Is this how Rick goes?" Excuse me, is this really how Rick, my man, the Rick star, is this really how it goes? And sorry, I'm just waving to someone. So, and I'm thinking, wow, this is really not good. I try my best, okay? I didn't cry. I'm a man, and yeah, it was a little bit sad. But then we really cut back to Anne's story and how the helicopter marked A, and then she says, I don't have an A, I've got a B all along. And I'm thinking, what's happening? But we do know that she's trading people, okay? And when she says, I don't have an A, I've got a B all along, like, this is like coming in the scenes after we've seen all the walkers go into the river, go into the water, and I squint, I see my eyes going all slitty-eyed. Oh my gosh, man, how'd I just die there? I see that my eyes going in slits, okay? I see my eyes going in slits, I squint like this. I'm like, isn't that Rick? Isn't that Rick there? And it was Rick, and she's just like, don't worry, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you, Rick. You saved my life before. It's my turn to save you. That's what she does, like, so she rescues Rick, like, with the stab wound in the stomach and like all that type of stuff. I'm like, wow, yeah, she's really done a good solid job. and that's how Rick survives. Like, and that's how I'm guessing how it's going to be taken out of the story of The Walking Dead right now. Everyone's going to think Rick's dead, and they're just going to move on without Rick, and probably he's going to come in later on, like a couple seasons later or whatever. But he's a survivor. He's a fighter. That was pointed out, like, by what's her name, by Michonne. Yeah, that's what Rick does. He's a survivor. He survives, and that's what he's going to keep on doing, and nothing's going to stop him. You know? Yeah. He did, like I said, we don't die. It's just such a deep, profound statement. Same as Morgan. Kind of want to see that boy again, but I don't know if I'll ever actually see Morgan again, to be honest. I quite liked him. He was such a really good badass character. But again, it's just another guy with a broken mental state that just expresses himself through violence. Right, which is like a good, positive violence that's helping out our cause of keeping the human race alive. But he's got some mental issues, like, no doubt about that. Yeah. And yeah, you know, really could have done a whole lot of stuff to help my man. But either way, this really just brings us to kind of like near the end of what happens, because I'm guessing like now, like, Negan's gonna be alive. He's probably gonna be like a top advisor now or something. Kind of like a good guy. I'm guessing he's gonna turn into a good guy now. You know, it's gonna be all good and nice. Because in the previews for the next episodes, man, it's looking pretty good. Because that guy that lost his arm, he's got like a really cool metal arm now. It looks so good. And I was like, wow, I need to be part of this. This is just really good. I need to keep watching this. And it's just like, and I hear some words that, like, the walkers, they're evolving. They're like doing some other like crazy shit that like no one really knows what they're doing, like, or understands it. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I'm like, that's some pretty cool thing right there. So we're gonna see some good stuff. So that guy's got a metal arm now. He's fine. He's good. Okay, we're seeing some stuff with Jesus. We're seeing some stuff with the priest, with Gabriel, like what he's doing. And I don't think we're gonna see much of Rick anymore. Like, he's just gonna be doing his own thing. They're not even gonna cover Rick's story until like it's relevant, I guess. But the point is, Rick's not dead. Probably might be alive later on. Okay, we don't know. But Andrew Lincoln probably out of the series for a good while. So, but not dead. Okay, they rescued him. And what touches me now is Carl technically lives on, okay, in Rick's daughter, like Shane's daughter, like if you know the story, like when Shane was talking in the car, like technically you're looking for my family, because Judith is actually Shane's daughter. But anyway, but she had like a nice little miniature good sword that she'd been trained by Michonne, you know, and then she had like a pistol, reminded me of Rick. And she had like a hat, reminded me of Rick again, and Carl. You know, she might probably die because, you know, people who wear that hat, they end up dead. And it just looks so cool what Judith was doing and what she represented. Like once you just hear the Glock, like all these people, like they need help, and you see a douche, come here, over here, the road is clear. And she asked them, what are your names? And I don't remember the names. I'm just like, this is Judith, isn't it? It's Judith. And they asked, like, what's your name? Pause. Puts on the hat. Judith. That was good. I just love that. It was so good and perfect. Ugh, just touched my heart so well. So predictions for how the thing's gonna go. So it looks like these walkers are getting more dangerous now. Now they're getting more sentient. I won't even be surprised if some of them start picking up weapons and like have their own cult of people, have their own language or whatever. I don't even know. But we're starting to see what's gonna happen now. And at first I was kind of giving up on The Walking Dead, like, is this thing going downhill? What's happening? But it looks like it's getting better. Like it's gonna come back. Like the writers kind of know what they're doing, man. It's like The Walking Dead just might be saved. I'm starting to have some more faith in it right now, to be honest. It's really good. Yeah. And so that was just a really good, encouraging episode, just showing me like what we can be really expecting in the future, man. And just like an older version of like that kid whose older brother died, some more cool stuff with Carol, you know, and even like what's his face? Yeah, the Carol looked quite old though. Carol did look quite old. Morgan might be coming back. Want to see more stuff from the Kingdom. You know, some good highlights of the episode, today's episode, was when they all came and saved Rick, and that looked pretty cool. But as for next episode, like I think I glimpsed like a scene where Judith came to Negan asking for like help in something, and Negan's like, you should probably like help them, whatever. I'm thinking that's what makes me kind of think that Negan's probably going to be like a good guy, some advisor. They're going to visit him often, kind of like Zuko's uncle, like in jail, but not like that. Probably taking some pages off of that though. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for today's episode. So you should catch another review next week, and so basically just like and subscribe, stay safe, stay on the journey, and you know, enjoy yourselves, man.